raise your hand if you've ever been interested in increasing your athletic performance, putting on muscle mass, or just becoming a more explosive athlete or a healthier person. We've all probably wondered about how to micromanage our diets, our training, our supplementation, just to give ourselves more longevity, to make sure we're healthier, and just to make sure that we can go through our day-to-day life without that feeling of soreness and being groggy throughout the day. I'm here to tell you there's an exceptionally easy way to go about this. I chose this topic because it has been beneficial to me personally over the past 4 years of supplementing this supplement. I've had nothing but positive results, and this supplement is called creatine. It is one of the most well-researched and proven effective substances for bolstering muscle growth, aiding in physical recovery and performance, and I believe that almost everyone should supplement it in their diet, even if they are moderately active, all the way to being an elite level athlete. So I'll be going over the benefits, the physical benefits of creatine as it relates to your performance and general health, why supplementation is almost necessary, as well as the bioavailability of creatine, and the cost of use and general availability of this substance. I'm sure you're wondering about the benefits of this apparently miraculous supplement. It will give you an increase in anaerobic physical performance, an increase in muscle mass, and an increase in general recovery. According to my first source, ca110, creatine supplementation over time creates an increase in muscle tissue, strength, and athletic performance in athletes. ca110 would also go on to talk about the creatine's benefits on ATP production, which leads to a direct benefit in the explosive efforts of athletes. If you wish to maximize your athletic performance, such as that ATP production, the physical recovery, and the increase in physical tissue, which this graph here will illustrate, the changes in muscle fiber size following creatine supplementation from a change in area for the micrometer squared across the different muscle fiber types, showing in yellow those on creatine and red those who took a placebo pill, given that the physical activity was equal. Across type 1, type 2A, type 2AB, and type 2B muscle fibers, they saw almost more than a double, in some cases a quadruple, increase in muscle tissue size. And according to Tinsley, my second source, creatine monohydrate exerts a variety of beneficial effects on health and exercise performance when supplemented at the correct level. So it would naturally follow that if you would wish to maximize all of these areas naturally, then creatine supplementation is almost necessary. I think many of you will notice that I specified supplementation, right? Despite creatine being incredibly bioavailable, it is difficult to get solely through your diet, not only from the sheer volume of food that you'll have to intake, but on a vegan or plant-based diet, it is almost impossible to get correct levels of creatine in your body. According to my third source, Michaela Mixner, only 60 to 80% at maximum will a person who eats a varied diet of red meat, white meat, shellfish, seafood, lentils, and other sources of protein, will their creatine fills be maxed out and the creatine saturation of their muscles be maxed out. And even then, when supplementing, more is typically better when it's so easy to get into your body. More is better, and if it was incredibly difficult to get more creatine to fill those stores from 60 to 100 or 80 to 100, I could understand not wanting to take that extra step. But in this case, that is simply not the case, so I would recommend the supplementation. For another source, a vegan nutrition website, Vegan Nutrition, they said that there was no good natural vegan sources for supplementation, which is why for a plant-based athlete it is even more important, and that was my fourth source. So as you can see, supplementation is super important if you want to accrue all of the benefits of creatine supplementation, or of creatine use in general. You may be thinking that this is just too good to be true. You're telling me it is easy to access, it is incredibly healthy, it is incredibly well researched, it takes little to no effort to supplement, it can be incredibly bioavailable, and it has all of these wondrous effects. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not only all true, but it also has an incredibly long shelf life, it is incredibly affordable, and it is incredibly easily accessible from GNC to Walmart. For my fifth source, there's a online retailer named Lift Vault, who compiled a source of all online accessible places to get creatine supplementation. And this just goes to show the availability online, whether you live in a small town in the middle of nowhere or in the massive city, it is always available to you. It won't break the bank because it is incredibly cheap. And it goes to follow that since there's such a small price ceiling, it is available to almost everyone, not just by location, but by price. And on top of that, it's incredibly safe, incredibly effective, and incredibly well-researched supplement. So by understanding the positive effects of creatine, you can easily see why it is beneficial to almost everyone. We've gone over the physical benefits, the importance of supplementation, and the general availability of creatine to the general public. As an athlete, and just as someone concerned with my health, my performance, and my longevity, maximizing the benefits of nutrition and supplementation through creatine has always been incredibly important to me. Creatine benefits me directly in my performance and health to my 4 years of using the supplement. I hope we are all interested in maximizing the most of what we can get out of our bodies. Thank you for your time. All right.